My name is Amanda Bush and I'm the owner of Allen Ray Salon in downtown Minneapolis. Check us out at www.allenraysalon.com. For this haircut I'm going to be using the Andis motor driven clipper and with a detachable blade. I feel like it gives me the most control on thick coarse hair. I'm going to be using a number 1 blade and also a number 2 blade. Before every haircut I always oil the clipper as well. And I'm also going to be using the edger, the Andis RT1 edger, and this is actually, this is actually detachable as well. So I can change this to different lengths if I need it, but I'm going to just stick to this length for this haircut. I start on the side of the head to ensure the length is good for the client. When I'm moving through the haircut, I'm always moving systematically. I make sure that all the hairs are being cut so that I don't have to go through it twice. Keeping your blade sharp will help with consistent hair cutting. Another important factor is the pressure of the blade against the head. I use full pressure on the sides. I start to move the heel of the blade above the parietal ridge because I'm removing maximum weight. If I wanted to leave weight, I would move to the heel of the blade before the parietal ridge, all depending on the head shape. By creating this motion of going shorter to longer or fading, I'm making a visually blended look in the transition area. Even though the hair is too short to part, I have still established a visual parting. It is dropped a little bit lower to leave some of the length to accommodate for the flatter area of his head. This will save me time in blending and create consistency in the haircut as well as my overall fundamental cutting. As I move around the head, I'm always checking the blade for heat. If it gets too hot, you can always spray Andis Cool Care or simply keep a few blades on hand so you don't burn your clients. Moving to the top, I'm using the number 2 blade. Because of fading in the transition area, I should be able to avoid additional blending, but if I need, I could use a comb with a number 1 blade or a 1.5 blade to guarantee a clean, accurate cut. I must cut against the hair, which means working around any growth patterns. Brushing or combing while cutting allows me to see if any hairs were I'm moving into the edger work using my adjustable blade edger that I talked about earlier. I'm using a barber comb for closeness. The detail and finish work are just as important as the haircut itself. I'm not necessarily stamping in solid lines, but removing unnecessary hairs to create a more precise look. I'm making sure I don't dig deep with the edger. The point is to cut the hair, not them. Don't underestimate how sharp these blades are. A little pressure goes a long way. I'm also not creating a horizontal line in the back. I'm simply blending it so that it grows out more natural. And this completes my final look.